Well, you're looking at is the entrance to the Marcus Garvey People's Political Party office that share also with the Forged by Time Limited organization. And this is what it basically looks like. You know, we're thinking about getting some paint. We need some paint to really repaint the office. And once we can repaint it, then the full redecoration can begin. You know, office, as you can see over here that you're looking at, is the door to the bathroom. You know, presently looking to the exit door that we just came in through. We have a water fountain thing. For some reason, I don't believe it's working, so it may need repair. We have a fan. We have a computer. You know, the PC and it needs some type of refurbishing. But we are getting here a little at a time. We need a new cabinet to store that we can lock. At present moment is broken, so we have things sticking up. We need to get a cabinet to do it. And basically that's really it. No, but at least we have our own space. That's the Right Honorable Marcus Garvey reflection upon the wall. We're going to get it some touch up. You know, over here, these are the four brethren who had restarted the Marcus Garvey party. To the extreme right is Miguel Loan, whose premises he gives us permission to use, and he's also the legal affairs officer for the party. And those are the four iconic brethren. Later I can get them name and full in them name for the brethren. So we have a copy machine here, but it's not working. So we are also soliciting a copy machine. 2 copy machines was given to us, but they are outdated and not working. The other one is sitting there on the floor. So eventually they're going to have to go into the garbage. But anyway, brethren and sisters, here is where we're at. Let's give you another go around of the office. Bless up to the brethren and sisters. Welcome once again to the Gillie Peace Revolutionary channel. I've been absent from a while now, but not absent from the struggle, not absent from working, not absent from doing what is supposed to be done. As you all already know, I'm coming out of the conference August 17. This past August 17 was a very successful conference. For those of us who were following the Gillie Peace Revolutionary channel, you would have seen it posted on the Revolutionary channels, 7 different sections, 7 different parts, showing the highlights of the conference. It was a very successful conference. It was well attended. More than 60 people, brothers and sisters, were in attendance. And I do personally believe, and also in accordance to the opinion expressed by others, we came out with a momentum, and one of the momentum that we came out of that conference with is that we have been able to secure a more stable place to function out of, for the moment at least. And we are presently having our Forged by Time Limited office, sharing office space with the Marcus Garvey movement, otherwise known as the Marcus Garvey People's Progressive Party. And we are located at 75 East Street in terms of the works being done for the party. And that's on the front entrance of the business, or the front entrance of Miguel Law Firm is on 75 East Street. However, whenever we make a reference to the Forged by Time Limited, we use the rear entrance, which is 62 Johns Lane. But everything else, and we're talking about the same property, the same building and same everything, but we try to keep certain functions separate so it doesn't get convoluted and mixed up. So whenever we speak in terms of the Marcus Garvey movement, the Marcus Garvey People's Political Party. The official address is 75 East Street, downtown Kingston, Jamaica. However, on the same premises, in the same office where the Marcus Garvey Party is located, Forged by Time Limited is functioning out of the same space, and this is the space right here, and you're going to get a view of it, that we function out of, but we use the rear entrance address, which is 62 Johns Lane. Same premises, same building, same everything, two different entrances. So that's for that. So coming out of that conference, like I said earlier, we gained an office space. We created an alliance with the Marcus Garvey Party, where Forged by Time members will assist the growth and development of the Marcus Garvey movement, not only in Jamaica, but throughout the country. And at the same time, we are able to use the space to put forward the Forged by Time Limited charter, which is basically to assist brothers and sisters who get deported from foreign countries to Jamaica, and to also assist the brothers and sisters who are presently incarcerated in Jamaica, both who are incarcerated and who are being released, to help them navigate the system to the best of our ability. Now, you already know our position where we're functioning basically without a budget. So for the time being, we are mainly doing referrals. We had applied for several grants from several international and local organizations, but when you read most of them charter, they are very specific in terms of who they give grants to. And on none of these lists you will find people who are being deported, yet we appeal to them, identify our special case and our special circumstances. The majority of the answers that we received so far is basically a no, based upon the mandates of the charter. Not no in terms of we are deported, so they're not going to help us, but no in terms that we do not meet the criteria of their philanthropic charter, which basically means who they are approved to give aid and grants and resources to. But we are still staying on that challenge. We are still reaching out to places, and part of the thing that we have to say, we're realizing that we are a very deprived community in every aspect and meaning of that word. We have to undertake our own charity challenges, meaning basically trying to put on some type of function to raise funds where we can better assist the community, whether we can organize a stage show, a dance, in Jamaica they use a common term, fish fries, whatever we can do. And whoever can come up with an idea, we are more than willing to listen to the idea in order to see how best we can go about raising some funds to assist with the party. Now, another thing that came out of the conference is that we have Forged by Time Limited has also created a job agency, and this job agency is to assist the returning brethren and sisters coming out of the prison system, both in foreign countries and in Jamaica, to get some type of job, for those who may need a job, for those who may need employment in terms of where they could best utilize their skill and their vocation. But where we find there's a mass opportunity of employing the brethren and sisters returning to Jamaica is in the field of agriculture. Sad to say, but Jamaica is very short of farm workers. The majority of the farm workers in this country are employed by overseas agencies, mainly in the United States, Britain, Canada, and even further afield. You will find Jamaican farm workers being employed and pulled away from the island based upon the salary being offered. Whereas in Jamaica, farm workers are scarce. Every farm in Jamaica are struggling to supply manpower to help with the production of their farms. So here is where Forged by Time Limited comes in. Knowing that there is a vast amount of brethren and sisters being deported to the island, some without resident, some who have resident have no sense of to be employed, they have no documents. So here at Forged by Time Limited, which is functioning out of the Marcus Garvey movement political party, we are here willing to shepherdize them through the process have obtained their identification documents, the TRN number, which is basically equivalent to the social security number in the United States. You're going to need a national ID, which is either a passport, a voter's registration, a driver's license, or what they call a CIS ID. It's a new biographic identification means that's been put out by the government, and the headquarters is located out there by South Camp Road and Wilmar Road, but the building is actually on South Camp Road. So this agency that we are setting up, we are presently liaisoning with various farms, and we are trying to make sure that they are equipped with accommodations, bathroom facilities, living quarters, and to establish a pay scale. So when we approach the brethren and sisters now being deported or coming out of the prison system in Jamaica, we can go to them and give them a selection of choices, whether they want to work on a farm in St. Catherine, in St. Thomas, in St. James, wherever. All of that now is being complied. We will be able to furnish them with the pay scale. We will be able to furnish them with the information in terms of the physical requirement, in terms of the medical requirement, in terms of the pay scale, and in terms of the physical accommodation, especially for those who are returning to Jamaica and have no abode. So we will be able to, and we hope this in the long run, to pick them up at the airport and transporting them to these accommodating places where they are accommodated in terms of living condition and getting a job at the same time. And to make this possibility more feasible, to make it more immediate, that it can meet their immediate needs upon the country, we are going to try to get this information out to these brethren and sisters, even during while they are incarcerated, where they can get themselves in the right mainframe, make connection before landing in Jamaica, make their intention known, whether or not they are willing to work on the farms for a salary, and whichever parish they may choose to work in. So that's on the development that is working on, and we consider a tremendous progress coming out of the conference of August 17th, the Porty Conference. Again, already stated, our office is located, the front entrance of the building is 75 East Street, downtown Kingston. The back entrance is also at 62 Johns Lane, downtown Kingston. We are still in the process of providing reference letters to the brethren who are basically incarcerated in foreign countries, who need reference letters to take to the parole board. They're basically saying that some type of assistance will be available to them should they be paroled and deported. In terms of the brethren and sisters incarcerated down here, we understand the condition that they are presently incarcerated under. We also, from experience, understand the fact that when you are incarcerated and you have no family members or friends on the outside to do things for you, you are doubly isolated and because more susceptible to abuse within the prison system. So Force by Time Limited is here to render assistance to you. All you have to do is have your family call the number on the screen and let them really give us a rundown basically of your name, where you presently incarcerated, what type of assistance you are looking, and so forth. And also at the same time knowing that the fact that we have basically no resources, whoever may be willing to choose to donate something to the organization in pursuing help for their family or friends that is presently incarcerated, we're more than welcoming. But if you have no friend, if you have no funds to donate to the organization, or you have no funds to cover the footwork that is going to take to accomplish whatever your incarcerated family member or friends wish to be incarcerated, still feel free to come in. We will not turn you away. The request you make of us may not be able to, we may not be able to step to it immediately, because we may not have the funds to do the travel. You may want us to go to the country, you may want us to travel to New Kingston, you may want us to travel to Eastern Jamaica, Western Jamaica, Northern Jamaica, wherever you may want us to travel to, we may eventually get there. But if you can cover the cost, in getting there, then we will get there immediately, because we have more than one individuals who are more than willing to go upon the journey and to assist you in these things. Another way that we are assisting brethren and assisting who are incarcerated is filing complaints on their behalf. We file complaint with the Public Defender's Office in downtown Kingston. We can file complaint with Indicom. We can file complaint for you to all manners of civil rights violating organization that basically will advocate on your behalf and seek to address and get investigation into whatever complaint you may have. This organization, Forged by Time Limited, is here for you. Use it to your benefit. You try to use it positively. We are here. So what this organization does, Forged by Time Limited, it prevents you, or it ceases your isolation that you may presently be experiencing in the correctional facilities down here in Jamaica, or any correctional facility throughout the world. You are not alone. You now have advocates. Use the advocates. If you're coming out soon and you want to line up a job, especially in the agricultural field, by being a farm worker or a farm manager or a farm bookkeeper, whatever you may, whatever profession you may be able to provide to enhance the agricultural environment in Jamaica, you are more than welcome. At the present moment, also in terms of the office, we are really short of some tools and equipment. I believe, but I am not certain, that in the past I have made a plea. We need some extension cards, especially the extension cards with the 3 plugs, the 3 socket plugs. We'd also like to obtain a Marcus Garvey flag, a flag of Jamaica, and an African Union flag. And if we can get someone to also sponsor the stand upon which the fan sits, we will more than appreciate that also. At the present time, I believe that we have someone who has made it known their willingness to donate a refrigerator to the office. And if that be the case, we are going to need someone who can volunteer the services of their vehicle and time to help us move the donated refrigerator from wherever it is at. I believe at the present moment is somewhere in Waterhouse, if I'm not mistaken, and to move it to the office downtown at 75 East Street, Kingston. And when we speak of East Street, we are talking basically at the corner of East Street and East Queen Street in downtown Kingston, Jamaica. We are also in the process of reintroducing and reinvigorating the Marcus Garvey People's Political Party, of which presently I am the Secretary General. And we need basically membership. We are getting ready to go on a recruitment membership drive. And at the present moment, we are setting up a calendar in order to visit all 14 parishes, eventually all of the capitals of the parishes. And as we expand and grow out, we intend to visit every hamlet, every village, every town, in order to carry the message of the Right Honorable Marcus Garvey forward to the people, to seek recruitment for the party, to seek recruitment for the movement, in order that we may be able to enter the next general election in Jamaica for 3, 4, or 5 years from now. So that is where we laser beaming on. We are beaming and building the Marcus Garvey movement in order to contest the next general election in Jamaica. Whoever wishes to be a part of this movement, whoever wishes to be a part of the Marcus Garvey political party, is full and free and welcome to join us. 1 minute. Yes, sir. So, I'm going at the office. I do some videotaping now. So, yeah, where are you there? Eh? I do it in the office right now.
Why you down there?
I'm alone in there right now. I don't think anyone will come till later on.
No, don't do that.
Alright, so I go there.
Alright, cool.
Alright, bless up. Yeah. So in going through this recruitment process, and it's a double way of recruiting. We are recruiting for the Forged by Time Limited the Porty organization. We are recruiting for the Marcus Garvey movement, and we are also recruiting for the Marcus Garvey People's Political Party. I'd also like to take this opportunity to introduce to those who may not have known. There's a movement being built in Eastern Kingston known as the Amy Jakes movement. As everyone may know, for those who may not know, Amy Jakes, the wife of Marcus Garvey. And she at some stage, I believe, lived or originated from off there by somewhere around there by Mountain View Avenue. But anyway, there's an Amy Jakes Community Center on Jakes Road over there by Mountain View Avenue, and they have an organization, the Amy Jakes movement, and them looking supporters. So anyone who see this video here or hear it in an audio form and want to join that organization or express support to that organization or actually giving material and physical support, you may contact us at this number right here, and we will put you in contact with the president of the Amy Jakes movement. Now, getting back to our plan of traversing the entire length and breadth of this country, we need representatives for our organization, both Forged by Time and the Marcus Garvey People's Political Party, in every town and in every village across this country. Because you see, this is one of the things we want to bring home. In the last election that was held, roughly 60% of eligible voters did not vote. Did not vote. It means that 60% of eligible voters in this country is looking for an alternative. They are looking for alternatives. And I believe, in terms of politically speaking, the only legitimate alternative is the Marcus Garvey People's Political Party that stands upon the philosophy and opinion of the Right Honorable Marcus Garvey. Nationalism, black nationalism. We see all type of nationalism as sweep all over the earth. Coming like we are the only people who have some fear of speaking in terms of black nationalism. So this is what the movement is about. We are not here to exist within a vacuum. We are not here to delve and indulge just rhetoric and talking. The next 3-4 years we are going to put in the necessary work on the ground, the work that has to be done if we are going to stand any viable chance of meaningfully contesting in each and every constituency throughout Jamaica. Jamaica has 63 political constituencies. So at the end of the day, we are going to need 63 reputable individuals who believe in the philosophy and opinion of Marcus Garvey to become the caretaker in each and every one of these 63 political constituencies. So this is the drive we are on. We are going to be on a relentless drive for the next 3, 4, 5 years to bring more fully into the consciousness of the Jamaican people the intent and purpose of the Marcus Garvey movement, the Marcus Garvey People's Political Party, and Forged by Time Limited. So that's what I'd like to bring that across. Now, another thing I would like to touch upon is this. Our intention in working out of this office is to have this office utilized by those it was established to assist. People who are unemployed, people who are frustrated with the system, people who are looking at an organizational home to belong to, people who are looking at a place where they can, with the minimum amount of anxiety, to assist, come in and give a service, come in and help others, come in and express the help that you may need. This office is here. Always feel free to walk in. You come to the front or you come to the back. You come to 62 Johns Lane or you go to 75 East Street and just let them know you like to speak with a representative of the party, or you like to speak to Gillie priest. You know, any one of those that comes to your mind first, you come in, they let you in, and you come to our office where they get comfortable, and we're going to show you around what the office space look like. We have chairs, we have desks, we get comfortable, and as we are here for a while and we get the donations to help tighten up the office, the more and more it will become more accommodating. But I'm going to ribbit it again. What I really want to ribbit to the brethren and sisters is the alliance that has been formed between Forged by Time Limited and the Marcus Garvey movement and the Marcus Garvey People's Political Party. Because you see, if we don't organize ourselves, you know, brethren and sisters, I mean, I talk specifically now, especially to the underclass, the working class, the unemployed, the homeless, those who are deported, those who are destitute. If we don't collapse our aim and objective under the banner of the Marcus Garvey movement, under the banner of Forged by Time Limited, under the banner of the Marcus Garvey People's Political Party, our effort and time will be fruitless. For the majority of the brethren and sisters, they want to try a thing. And that does not mean you must not try an individual, but things that you can achieve individually will only last but so long. Unless you organize as a people, bring yourself to as a people, uplift your consciousness, become agitators, be willing to go out into the street, be willing to voice your opinion, to stand up for your rights, stand up for what you believe. You everything going to go down the drain. You hear people get up every day and I speak about the development in Jamaica, the development in Jamaica, all that may be true and right to a certain degree. But when you walk the back streets of this country, especially in the, you see nitty-gritty poverty, you see nitty-gritty homelessness, you see deprivation. These are things you cannot hide from. People are walking around in a state of zombiness. For those who even making below minimum wage, or even minimum wage, because you cannot adequately live on minimum wage to sustain a presentable lifestyle. You are just living off sustenance from week to week to week. So that is what we are about. So please come into our office, 75 East Street, or you may go to John's Lane, 62 John's Lane. Come in, sit with us. Express your willingness if you want to be a member of any one of these organizations, because at the end of the day, we are all one. Come in and let us explain ourselves to you. Let us explain the organization. Let us explain the charter. Let us explain what we are about. And on the other hand, for those who are living in the different parishes, who are of the black nationalist consciousness, contact us. Call that number. Use that email address, contact us and let us know your willingness to assist, to help us establish branch and offices throughout the length and breadth of Jamaica, so you can become the local organizers for us and be able to express your opinion and your position through the elected body of the National Executive Council of this organization. Sometimes I walk the street at Kingston, you know. And whether I wait on a bus, or I wait on a taxi, or in the park or lounge, people just start conversation out of the blue and start tell about them suffering, you know. People, 2 days ago, I believe, I stand up and I wait on a bus. And the man just start a casual conversation with me. And I say, warm to the people, them. Where the leader them there? Where the Garveyites them there? Where the people, where the leaders always supposed to lead the people them to some form of make life worth living. I'm going to stand there and listen to him. Just listen to him. Not even express anything back to him. Just give him an ear, because sometimes when people talk to them, just want an ear. Right? So we have no excuse any longer saying, well, where is this and where is that? We're coming to you. The Marcus Garvey movement is alive. It may not be well, but it is alive. We have to make it well. We have to propagate your philosophy and opinion of the great Honorable Marcus Mosiah Garvey. We must take it to the street. All these armchair revolutionaries that people find and them can dissect the whole sociological problem of the society. All talk but no action. The Marcus Garvey People's Political Party, the Marcus Garvey movement, Forged by Time Limited, we are all here to move the struggle forward. So there's no longer any excuse. As long as you hear our voice, come within our circumference and let it be known what you would like to do to assist us going forward. In any way. we more than welcome it. So, brethren and sisters, it is an honor and a pleasure one more to put out another episode of the Gillie Priest Revolutionary channel. And we're going to do it more often now. And we're going to do a lot of it now. Not only from where I used to do them in my home, but we're going to do some of them now from out of the Marcus Garvey office. And as brethren and sisters coming to the office, we're going to seek some of them permission to turn on the channel and make them buy some opinion, ask them certain questions, get with them for them, because what the people's opinion means something. Intellectual opinion is not the 4 pillars upon which any organization stands. So we must always solicit the opinion of the masses and always be willing to go to them. You cannot call yourself a revolutionary organization and fear to go into the areas to talk to the people where them live. The people sometimes are cowed into fear in their own neighborhood, and then you turn as yourself as a leader and you afraid to go in there. That is not leadership. That is not example. You have to go to the people, sit with them, share bread with them. Let them see that there are leaders out here who are concerned about them, concerned about the state of this country, concerned how the country is slipping from under this, concerned how foreigners taking over every aspect of the economy in this country. So that's why we're there. So again, thank you very much, brethren and sisters. Please reach out to us, please call us, please email us, please visit us. We open basically 5 days a week. Sometimes the office, rarely the office is empty. But what you can do to make sure that when you come here, someone, you just give us a call or send us an email and say, you know, I'm coming through, I would like to stop by, and we're going to make sure someone is there. You know, we can sit down and reason and build the circumference and build the cipher and push the movement out. And I'm looking forward, and I'm going to do some projection. I am looking forward to 3, 4, 5 years from now. Whenever they may decide to call the next general election, we are going to set an example in this country. We are going to drive the living fear into the 2 predominant political parties in this country. We are going to allow the 60% of the electorate who did not vote in the last, I don't know how many elections, including the last election, to voice out, to give them the alternative they're looking for. To give them the alternative they're looking for. You understand? And the Marcus Garvey movement and the Marcus Garvey People's Political Platform is a wide umbrella. It does not exclude anyone other than those who may be against the philosophy and opinion of Marcus Garvey. But as long as you standing and calling for the freedom of the Africans in this country, calling for our liberation, calling for the opening of our consciousness, calling for a new projection, calling for a new way of approaching politics in this country, the Marcus Garvey movement, the Marcus Garvey People's Political Party, forged by Time Limited, we are here to accommodate your need and listen to your cries. Thank you very much. Until next time, bless up.